Okay, y'all, it's time for our first garden tour. So this is what I see when I first walk out the door. And like I've mentioned in my previous videos, do not have much room to grow. I am in a townhouse and I have small space. So that means I grow vertically. So I'll let y'all see how tall these suckers can get. So we can start right here in the front. And like I keep mentioning, I have small space, which means I have to crowd my plants more than most people suggest. So in this one grow bag here, I have Isis candy, tomatoes, and some Janie marigolds. They're like the dwarf size marigolds. And I had some basil in here too. So these are like my super favorite marigolds. I love how they look like they're on fire. It's so beautiful. And then going up, so these are the Isis candy tomatoes. They're going up and around. Sometimes they hang down. I'll go in and try and clamp them up here so that they grow up and they can get some light. I just haven't done that so far this week. Next to them, I have another plant with more basil in it, and I have more tomatoes. These ones are, I believe this is a Rio Grande cherry tomato. It's a determinate one, so I put it in here. It's also in here with some just regular like heirloom large cherry tomatoes right there. Then next to this one, as you can see, I also have these like on plant stands or on carts that roll around because I tend to move things around a lot, which y'all will see soon. So there's more plant stands. This one has some, what do they call it? Like purple eye, whole purple. That is hard for me to say. Purple peas or something like that. And there's two plants in here, and they are going up this trellis that I put together. They're growing up that. I get beans fairly often on here. Oh, here's one. So yeah, like this. And when it starts to turn purple, I'll go ahead and pick it. And sometimes I save them for the seeds. I let it dry, or I'll take it in the house and process it and just freeze the beans for now. So next to that grow bag, I have another grow bag. This one, like I mentioned, has lots of things in it. It has two kinds of determinate tomato plants, and then it also has holy basil and some purple basil. But everything is pretty much almost done here. I like to leave the basil for the pollinators that are coming around, so y'all might get to see some of my bee friends out here. Let's see. So yeah, there's that. I have a small little pot down here. I think this is one of like an 8cm or 8-inch pot, and it had pepperoncinis in it. They've been growing all season. They're pretty tasty. They were supposed to be sweet. They ended up being spicy. It's probably just because I left them on too long, so that's how they ended up being spicy. I'm having a nasturtium here, there, and around here. So now I've come to about where the end of the patio is, and I put down a little bit of mulch. Ended up, how far did I take this out? It's like another 3 or 4 feet. And since I live in a townhome, I had to get it approved by the HOA. So I did get it approved, but it's only approved to be temporary. So there is that. So we will be moving soon because as you can see, I need more space to grow. So we'll be moving soon, but when we do move, I have to take up all the mulch and everything that I put down. And I bought a bunch of clover seeds because I need to replant. They want me to replant the grass that was here, but I'm going to do clovers because there's clovers out here anyway, and I feel like that'll be better for the pollinators. So take it up with your mama. Now over here I have a purple beauty bale. I put him right. One thing I love about these pots is that I can move them. He has been all over this garden and doing what I call chasing the sun. So this spot right here gets morning sun. My back patio barely gets sun at this time of the year. So there's a lot of things I'll be taking down anyway because my sun is gone. But this one, he gets morning sun, so he's still producing pretty good. So there's a nice, beautiful purple bell pepper there. He is sitting next to, what I have here is one of my okra bushes, super huge. I didn't harvest the okra off of today. I don't think I need much harvesting today. Well, there's a good one. Make me a liar in front of everybody. So this is my crimson red okra, or burgundy, crimson burgundy crimson, something like that, okra. And here's my sign. Okay, let me tell you how I got the name of this. So here's how the name, so it's called Unique's Garden, right? And that is because that's my middle name. I'm named after my grandmother. My grandmother's name is Eunice, and it's spelled E-U-N-I-C-E. And so my parents wanted to name me after my grandma, but they thought Eunice was a rather old-fashioned name for somebody being born when I was. And so they went with Unique. And then my daughter and her husband bought this for me. I believe it was for Mother's Day. So they bought this for me, and I hadn't even really wanted to do a YouTube channel or post my things on Facebook. I was just like taking pictures and stuff, and so I was like, oh, this is perfect for if I ever decide to do anything. So that's why the channel is named Unique's Garden, from my baby, and also to pay homage to my grandmother, who taught my mom how to garden, and my mom who taught me. So also in this pot with the okra, like I mentioned, I have to grow everything in containers because from when I rent here, and it's a townhome, so I can't put anything in the ground. But also in here, I have some cosmoses. They were attacked by spider mites. There's still a couple left on here. I wanted to just leave a couple for the pollinators when they come by. This year is the first year that I'm growing these peppers here. Usually I would just grow just like bell and jalapeno and Anaheim peppers. But this year a little different one. And this is a Hungarian hot wax. And I have found that I actually like these. I eat them raw pretty much with dinner every night. So it's a pretty good, it's a medium spice pepper. So I have those there. And if you step away, you can see going underneath my arch here where my sign is, where it has welcome to the garden, that my neighbor gave me. She gave me that beautiful sign because she said my garden needs more decoration. So she gave that sign to me. But you see this plant here, it is a blueberry bush, and it's more than one in there. There are two, I put two in that were a year old, and then I bought some other ones to add to it, just because like someone said they like to have companions of different species. I don't know, something like that. But and there I did get blueberries off of these this year, so that's nice. They are here, and they are one of the ones that I'm going to keep. So a lot of these I'm going to take up when it is some time to remove all of this, which it is almost done. I'll go through that with y'all. Make some videos so you can see all the things I'm going to have to do to remove my beautiful garden from my back patio. So these blueberry bushes, they are going to stay because I paid good money for these starts. So they are going to be moved to the actual patio up front, where I'll show you where I have some tomato plants in. So if we go underneath here, see, ooh, that one's blushing. There is tomatoes still growing on this trellis. That's pretty much all I have at this point in the season. I did use this for cantaloupe and watermelon that I grew earlier. I also had cucumbers out here. So all of those are gone now. But this plant, I'm going to try and keep it for as long as I can. I keep mentioning I have to take down this trellis and all the bags that are on this side of the mulch this month. But these delicious looking tomatoes are coming from this pot. And I don't even think it's that big. I think it's just like a 12-inch or 14-inch, and they seem to be doing amazing. They're going up, as you can see, following along, putting out lots of tomatoes. I think these might be mortgage lifter tomatoes, but if it is, I believe it because there are plenty on there and more coming. So there's that there. We're going to go on to the other side underneath this. We'll talk about that green stuff in a moment. But on the other side where I have the plant stands, a grow bag. I think this size grow bag and the one that the blueberries are in, I think they are maybe like a 30-gallon or a 50-gallon. I am not sure. I bought some big old grow bags and put things in them. These grow bags, in the height of the growing season, had tomatillos in them, okra, and zucchini, all in one grow bag. So as you see, I still have a couple tomatillos left. Found out something pretty interesting, that I'm allergic to tomatillos. So if you're allergic to any type of plants, you should not eat them. Okay? Don't eat things you're allergic to. But so I grew on these tomatillos. They taste really good. They taste like plums to me. So we also do competitions of where we do like salsa verde competitions to see who makes the best salsa verde. So that also comes out good. But I love tomatillos. They taste like plums. Also, insert here, do not eat things you are allergic to. So all that's left in this large grow bag, which will come out sometime this month, is I do have one okra plant in here. He is hiding. As you can see, here's this, and I cut him back because I didn't like how he was looking, and so I just cut it, and then some more parts to him grow back, and I'm happy with these. These are good size. This okra is a big bet, something like that. I got these seeds from, shout out to the okra lady. She's on Facebook. She has an Etsy shop where I buy seeds from her, and she's from my home state of Texas. Ow. So yes, I love the seeds that she produces. I sometimes have a hard time growing okra. This was like the first year I really got the okra to grow well, and I'm pretty sure it's because the weather in Tennessee here is so different than back home in Texas. Like the weather in Texas was like scorching hot, where throughout the summer, the only thing that I could get to grow would be like sweet potatoes and okra. And here in Tennessee, the summers are so much milder to where, and like I mentioned before, I don't get much sun. As you can tell, like it's very shaded right now, and there's like no sun on my plants. And so I wouldn't have enough time to where it was hot enough for the okra to really get started and take off good, and then produce enough okra. When the season was so hot, it would just get, cooler, and so my okra would never take off until I was able to extend the garden out just a little bit so that I could chase the sun and actually get okra this year. So, look, me and the HOA might have had our words, but shout out to the HOA for being understanding about me trying to chase the sun and grow food for my family and friends. So, also under here has some sorghum lilies. They look like lily pads, right? So this is the first year I've grown them, and I like how they taste. They kind of taste like a radish, but in leaf form. So they're edible. Pretty much everything out in my garden is edible or serves some kind of a medicinal purpose. So, don't really grow anything just for looks, because I don't have that kind of space for looks. The things that I grow need to be able to do a job. So these here are my boyfriend's favorite peppers, so I grow these for him. He eats these raw pretty much every night with his dinner. And this is a Anaheim plant, and I already harvested almost everything, but as you can see, there's some more coming. Yeah, we have so many Anaheims in the house, so he better get to eating them. Here's another one of those purple hole pea plants. I have this one here. This one has been cut back multiple times already. It cuts back, I cut it back, and then it grows all new greenery, and then I get another group of peas again. So when folks are like, bush beans, they stop producing. Maybe try cutting it back and see if it'll give you a little bit of something extra. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that sweat bee. Look at him working hard. Okay, getting your ab work in. Ooh, maybe he didn't want to be on camera. Let me make sure I get him to sign a waiver. Okay. Oh, in here, I forgot to tell y'all. Like I said, I chase the sun, and so inside this large grow bag, I have another one of those small, like 8-inch pots, and what was in here was more pepperoncinis. I had zinnias in there, and some cinnamon basil, which is my absolute favorite basil. That's what this basil is here. Look, y'all, the pollinators love it, and it smells so good. I use it to make tea. I'll dry it out, dehydrate it, and crunch it up, use it for tea. Oh, my super favorite tea. Look, y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, I am on the spectrum, and I will squirrel and lose track. I'm gonna come back to what I was talking about. I'm gonna try. But so these beautiful cinnamon basil plants, I use it to make my super favorite tea, which is cinnamon basil and lemon balm. Oh my gosh, y'all, you have to try it and just smell it. So I'm growing lemon balm too, to mix with my cinnamon basil, and I dehydrate them together. Oh, goodness. Ooh, look. I'm gonna get a waiver this time so you can get on camera. Okay. I told y'all, they love it. Look at them. They love it. Okay, so, where was I? Oh, there's another one. Okay, I'm not distracted. I'm here. I'm present. So, oh, this one here. It's one of my new ones. They are also chasing the sun. Oh, the sun's out. Okay, so look, you can see how much sun that I get, and what is it like? maybe 1 in the afternoon. This is all, you see where the sun is, that's it. And that's why I haven't pushed out so far. That's all, look, that's all the sun. Yeah, it's coming. Come on, sun. You see, this here, I don't get sun at my times. Okay, I know they're gonna need some of this. Okay, so in this grow bag, I originally had some squash. Their season was over here. It was just too wet in the beginning of the summer. Everybody got powdery mildew, and I said I'm not gonna put up with that because real estate is at a premium here in Unique's garden. But what I did do is I just took a sucker from one of my zebra tomato plants, stuck it in the dirt, kept it moist for a while, and this is what grew. You see, I'm going to have like one pretty one that didn't get attacked by everything. And so this is what they look like. It's beautiful. It's so heavy. So there's the zebra there. And it has not been very long at all. So I am a fan of growing more plants from your suckers. To me, they seem like they, I don't want to be like they appreciate the second life, but I feel like maybe they appreciate the second life, and that's why they, maybe that's why they like to produce so much. So, there's that there. I stuck another one in here. He's not doing too good, so maybe let's see. He's not getting enough sun anymore, and so he's not growing very well. But this one right here is a pineapple tomato. Ooh, y'all, these white flies and stink bugs and cucumber beetles and flea beetles are getting on my very last nerve. They are everywhere. So, okay, so here is another one of my burgundy Clemson spinous. It's one of the red okras. When it started putting out a bunch of shoots on the side, I just chopped the top off because like the top wasn't producing very much. And so now the side shoots are producing a ton. I cut the side shoots back to maybe 3 main ones. So on this one, look at this. Look at this. It's like a tree. Okay, better not be no frogs over here. Okay. So it's like a tree. And all this new. See, here's one that I cut, and it's like, I'm gonna grow some more. Inside of here, in this grow bag with it, I also have more of those purple eye peas. I really like them, so I'm growing a lot of those. And as you can see, they're doing a little vining, climbing up places. There's one. Where did I just see it? It is going like this. This page here, and it ran out of room, so I don't know where it's gonna go now. And I'm gonna have to move it anyway, because like I said, I have to take all of this past my actual concrete porch down. So after that, now if we look through this other side here, oak leaf. So if we look through this other side here, so this is the back side of that large one that had the tomatillos in it. And you can see there's tons of cinnamon basil. I'm telling you. That's my new jam. So cinnamon basil. And next to that, you see it's on plant stands that I put together. But then here is my, this is the first green stalk that I bought for myself. It's one of the leaf ones. I had no idea what I was going to do with it. But I also bought some June bearing strawberries at the time. So I put one in here. And notice I said I put one in here. You see, all of these strawberries came from one. They're in every single pocket. They all came from just one here. So this is the grandma. And she has lots of kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. So next year, I'm expecting June to be amazing. And also, if you notice here, it's an okra leaf, right? This is where I had my super tall, I swear it looked like it was like 20 feet that I had. It was growing in here. In the green stalk pocket. Look at this. Somebody come look at this. It was growing in the pocket. And I got so much okra off of it. Like I did with the other one, I just cut it back because it seemed like it was struggling a little bit. Cut it back, and now I got new flowers. So maybe I'll have some more. This is another big bag of okra too. Also, in this green stalk are some more of those beans. Oh, look, it's a bean flower. So some more of these beans in here. There is a random tomato. I'm not sure. I think it's like a beefsteak, but he's planted around here somewhere. Oh, he's in this pocket. I put it. So he's coming out of that one, and he went down instead of up, which is fine. And now he's running on the ground. And oh, look at that sucker right there. Get out of here. Maybe I'll get some later soon. Also, my neighbor is kind enough to let me spread onto her part of the property. It's another nasturtium. I said, I like it. It tastes good to me. But I really like the flowers. And I haven't seen any flowers lately. I had some maybe 2 weeks ago. They were on there. I'm always waiting for the seeds from the flowers. But that one, let me show y'all real. Look at that. Look at it. Somebody come and look at this. It's huge. It used to not be this huge because it was in here with, I think I had at one point I had 2 tomato plants, which are these. I had 2 pineapple, these which I put way back, and I also had a honeydew plant in here, and 2 of those were like the Asian long beans. So I had 2 of those in here too. So the nasturtium would have had all those companions in here with it, did not grow as well as it is doing now. Now it is taking over. And just like the other large grow bags that I have another pot in here of things that I can move to chase with the sun. These are lining up this trellis that I get to keep because it's on my actual patio, so I get to keep this trellis that's going up. But this one has some of those beans that I love, and these are crawling up everywhere. So it has all these beans that I love going up, and like I mentioned, these 2 here, these are both pineapple tomatoes. I've pretty much gotten most of the production out of them, but it looks like there's still some more that are coming, and they look like apples. They're getting pretty big there. OMG, did y'all see that bee? Look at the bee, look at the bee. Ah! That's probably the bee that's always here, like throughout like the entire day. I have named her Big Booty, because look at that trunk. That's Big Booty B, y'all. She'll be out here. She'll land on my fingers. I gave her give me water before and things. I made a little bee oasis during the summer where they had little water things when it was really hot. We made a little water slide out of some straw. Yeah, I go overboard. But I always want to say thank you for taking care of me that way. So, okay. Back to the garden tour. Okay, so like I mentioned, we have growth up there still, so a lot of these I'll probably harvest to see if I can get anything else out of them, but they're barely getting any sun. They'll get some early in the morning and then late in the evening, and then that's all. Poor babies. So that's pretty much this side. So I'm going to take a couple steps back so you can see this is what it looks like from this view here. And if the camera is a little wobbly, it's because I don't walk that great. According to my iPhone, my steps are wobbly. So that. Where did the bee go? There's Big Booty Bee. I see you. Hey, baby. So on the inside here of the strawberry green stalk, which is what I call it, because you can see, look, that one granny strawberry. Look at all her babies going down. Oh, and let me show y'all something else. Forget pots. They are all in the mulch. Yo, I be dead. Look, I'm like, yo, what am I supposed to do with this? Thank you. I appreciate you, nature. For whatever you want to give me. But on this other side, I have some peppers. So on these peppers, there are some regular cherry peppers. You can see some they're turning red. And more Anaheims for my boo, because he liked the Anaheim. So some Anaheims here. And then some more Anaheims up here. I took most of the big ones already, but there's still some small ones left. More Anaheims here. Oh yeah. Good ones here. Then I also have garlic. So what I think I'm going to do with this green stalk is I think I'm going to put strawberries all on one side, and then I'll put garlic on this other side. Hello. Did you want to be on camera? Hey there, buddy. You gonna land on me on camera? Okay. Have fun. See you later. Don't forget to sign your waiver. So, oh, y'all. It's really all up in the camera. I'm cracking up here. Okay, so it has been 1 week since I stuck this garlic in this dirt. And all I did was just take the clove of garlic, stick it in some of the dirt that I had from something else. And see, that's how you know it's from something else. There's some more seeds popping up in there. Yes, I reuse my dirt as much as possible. I'm not rich yet. So this is 1 week. Literally, I put this in dirt last Saturday when we were making our salsa verde. So that's how I know for sure. That's wild that it grew that much. So there's that. And look, this one didn't grow that much, but maybe because he doesn't have his own pot. I don't know. So they're in the greens. As you can see, I still have tags from what I had in here before. So you can see I had some Burpe's cucumbers and some chicory in there. Was that some scallop squash was in there? All of these things were growing in this little green stuff before. So that's the other side of the green stalk there. So we are now back up on my porch. See, we're back up on my porch here. the beans. Ah! Ugh. You see them? Get on. Get. Okay. Okay, y'all. So this is one of my super favorite views. This plant has been so prolific. So let me show you what it's in. Now, look at this. This is what it's in. This is not big. It might be a 10 or a 12. You can tell I wrote on there. It had cucumbers in there before, but you know, powdery mildew. And also, here's what is growing. These are serrano peppers. I grew this from a seed that I harvested from my serrano plant from last year. Oh yeah, so I guess I grew a serrano plant last year because I had lots of seeds. So I grew the seeds. So once the cucumber came out, and I planted them in at the same time. So it was a cucumber in here and serrano plant. This bean wasn't in here. Once again, this is like my favorite bean. So I just go around sticking the beans in wherever I have open spots. That's how those got over there. Wherever I have open spots to give me more beans. But look at it, it's so cool. It's like a serrano tree, right? Look at this. And so I put it like some of these clips that Papa Ridge says a clip hoarder. I am a clip hoarder too, so I pull a clip out. I stuck it up there, but it looks like a tree. It hangs down and over. Look at all these serranos. Oh my gosh. Now, serranos, I can only eat like the tip before I get to the seeds. So I can't really eat those raw. But I am making pepper sauce out of them because my brothers love hot peppers. So yeah, isn't this beautiful? It's like a tree. They're all just like hanging down. Oh, I love it. So we are under the trellis that is on my back patio. You can see where the pineapple tomatoes are growing, where my beans are growing, still some serrano over there. And these all get sun pretty much early in the morning, late in the evening. There, and then if you start to come around, this is where the plants meet. So on this side are the pineapple tomatoes, and on this side are the zebra tomatoes that I took that sucker from and planted it and put it in its own pot. So yes, that's what these are. These are zebra tomatoes here. And so they're meeting at the top, which I think is pretty cool. They're meeting at the top. So this zebra one is actually here. And he's been growing since the beginning of this season. So I put him in like April. So he's been out here since April. Also in here with him is my Roma, who this is a slip from another Roma plant that I had going, and this one's been growing, I want to say probably since June. And I keep topping it off, and it keeps finding more ways to put some out. So here's some more Romas way over here. We'll see if it just keeps going. But since it's right there, it's actually in a spot that I can leave it in. So we'll see what happens. Like I mentioned, I like to chase the sun. So for a while, this spot right here was getting a little bit of sun. So I put another cinnamon basil. Like I said, I want a lot of cinnamon basil. I love how it smells. So cinnamon basil in this here, and in this one here. It was just a random radish that I planted because I like to eat the radish seed pods. And I grew radish earlier in the season, and I was like, I'm gonna collect all the seed pods so I have plenty of seeds. And for one thing, because flea beetles love radishes, and when I had radishes growing, the flea beetles would leave my tomatoes alone. So I wanted more flea beetles. I want less flea beetles and more radishes growing. So here are what the seed pods look like when they first start growing. I don't know if anything got pollinated, but I hope they did. So I can get some, and I promise this time I won't eat them all. Okay. Ooh, clipboard. So okay, y'all, as you can see, it's hot out here. I'm sweating, but I wanted to say thank you if you made it to the end of my first official garden tour video. So I think I'm supposed to say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Thanks, y'all, and welcome to Unique's Garden.